Hello, and welcome back to Explain the Charts. Today, we're taking a deep dive into Ethereum, ETHUSD, examining recent news and performing a detailed technical analysis. Ethereum has been showing strong momentum lately, and we'll break down what's driving this price action. First, let's address the recent news. Ethereum has surged, hitting a 3-month high after a 14% rally. Reports indicate that ETH open interest reached a record $40 billion. One major factor is increasing institutional adoption, particularly BlackRock's iShares Ethereum Trust. Also, the successful Pectra upgrade has boosted confidence. The upgrade also doubled Ethereum's blob transaction capacity and enabled stablecoin gas payments. Now, let's transition to the charts and see how these events correlate with the price action. Here's the one-day chart for ETHUSD. We can see a strong uptrend forming. We've had many bullish candles recently. Let's narrow down on a specific time frame to analyze more closely. Looking at a more recent period, from the beginning of January 2025 to the present, we see a pronounced period of volatility. The price ranged widely but has been trending upwards since about May. Let's switch to the 1-hour chart to get a more granular view. Here, we can analyze short-term support and resistance levels more effectively. On this 1-hour chart, we observe ETH recovering well into the current price range. I would recommend setting alerts for $3,400 as resistance and $3,350 as support. If price action rejects off $3,400, a short-term short position might be appropriate, down to the next support level around $3,300. However, keep an eye on the news, especially regarding institutional adoption, which could invalidate bearish signals. Now let's look at the 15-minute chart for some intraday analysis. Here we can look for quick trades. In the short term on the 15-minute chart, there is evidence for a small downtrend occurring. I would recommend looking at selling ETH if the price falls below $2,475. If the price is sustained at $2,500, it would be a good idea to buy ETH. Keep an eye on the news as well. Alright, let's recap the key takeaways. We have resistance at $3,400 and support at $3,350 on the 1-hour chart. If it breaks above $3,400, expect a run towards $3,500. If it breaks below $3,350, look for a fall to $3,300. These events will depend on what is happening in the news. In the short term, continue to keep an eye on the $2,475 and $2,500 levels. I think there's about a 60% chance that Ethereum will test $3,000 by the end of 2025 if the current trend continues. The main indicator will be institutional adoption as well as technical analysis. I hope you learned something from the channel Explain the Charts. Good luck trading and see you next time.